My subject is applied physics. I will include unit 3, work per energy, and some of the points mentioned here. So I am Dr. Pranati Das from North Calcutta Polytechnic. So first is the definition of work. We know there are different types of definition. That is, in general definition, we used to say in our colloquial language, say just reading of books, gardening, washing of utensils. In our colloquial language, we used to say this is work. In these cases, all the time, some physical or mental effort are related. But in terms of physics, but the scientific definition of work, we need two factors, that is force and displacement. When a force F is applied on a body that causes some displacement, a work has been said to be done. This is the scientific or physical definition of work. So you consider here this, you consider this figure here, this is a body, this is the initial position of the body at the point A, at the position A, it is being driven by a force F. So it displaces to the point B, having some displacement S, and it reaches the final position of B. So the work done is equal to force multiplied by displacement F dot S. F and S are all vector quantity. So work done is a scalar quantity. Now the dimension of work is ml square t minus 2. I hope you are familiar with how to write down the dimension of any physical quantity. And a unit of work in SI system is Newton into meter, that is joule. All right. Next, you consider the definition F dot S, that is dot product of two vectors. You consider just applying a force, that is I am pulling this body with some angle theta to the horizontal, that is I am pulling this, making angle theta with this horizontal. In this case, instead of force, we have to consider the component of force along the direction of displacement, F cos of theta. So the definition of force is equal to W is equal to F cos of theta into S. Now depending on the different values of theta, different situations, different types of force may arise. First you consider the positive work. Positive work, you just consider force and displacement all are in the same direction, that is theta is equal to 0. So cos 0 is 1, so W is equal to plus Fs, that is why I mentioned is a positive work. So I can give some examples of the positive work. Just you consider a boy is standing up on a rock and he is throwing a stone downwards, its weight acting downwards. That is a gravitational pull acting downwards, and the displacement is also downwards. So F and S are in the same direction. In this concept, this figure I already mentioned, F and S are in the same direction, so pushing a block. So these are the examples of positive work. Now next consider the negative work. Theta is equal to pi, that force and displacement are in the opposite direction. So cos pi is minus 1. So W is equal to minus Fs. Now example may be given. So here a person is lifting a weight. This weight acting vertically downwards, and it is being lifted upwards 2 meters. So force and displacement are in the opposite direction. The next figure you consider that this block being pushed by a force along this direction. This is the direction of motion. Now another kind of force is there, the frictional force that acts along the surface of separation of the two media. So this is the frictional force. We know frictional force all the time acts direction opposite to that of the motion. So the work done by the force against this frictional force is equal to a negative work done. So W is equal to minus Fs. Next you consider zero work. Zero work means there's a force and displacement are acting along the 90 degree in the perpendicular direction. That is W is equal to 0. So examples of zero work, the work done by the centripetal force. You consider this is a circular motion. The satellite is being rotated around Earth. So its centripetal force acting towards the radius, this is the direction of force, and its motion is perpendicular, that is tangent to the radius. So they are acting at perpendicular direction. So the centripetal force is a zero work force. Now next you consider a person working holding a bucket full of water. Say this is a bucket full of water, its weight acting vertically downwards, and he is working along this direction. So W and AF, they are in the right angles. So though you in the colloquial language say that a person is holding a bucket full of water is doing a heavy work, but in terms of physics, this he is doing zero work. This is the basic difference between the general definition and the scientific definition of work. Now next consider the energy. So energy, what is the definition of energy? Energy is of a body is defined as the capacity of doing work. I repeat, capacity of doing work. Like work, it is also a scalar quantity. Its dimension and unit are same to that of work. That is joule and ml square T minus 2. Now there are different forms of energy. We were familiar with those different forms. Now let me consider the mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is comprises of kinetic energy and potential energy. So let me explain kinetic energy first. Kinetic energy is the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its motion. Just consider this example, this boy, this is kicking a football. So the ball is in motion, that is, it is having some velocity, so it has some kinetic energy. Now you consider this is waterfalls from a dam, so it has some kinetic energy. So these are the examples of the kinetic energy. Now let me consider how to find out the expression of kinetic energy. You consider this is the initial, this is a body of mass m, its initial position is here. Its initial velocity is u, it is being acted by a force F. We know following Newton's second law of motion, when a force is acting on a body, that will cause some acceleration, F is equal to m into a. So the body will be displaced to the final position by having some displacement s, and its velocity say changes to v. This is the final velocity. So work done, definition of work done, W is equal to F into S. So using this relation, W equal to MS, and from the kinematic relations these, we can obtain half of m v square minus u square, or if the body starts from rest, its kinetic energy expression will be half m v square. That is the mass of the body and v is the velocity, so its energy is half m v square. Now let me consider potential energy. Potential energy is the energy possessed by a body by virtue of its position with respect to earth where the body is. That is the potential energy. Just consider this is earth and the body is of mass m being raised to a height h. So it has some potential energy here. These other examples I just consider water reservoir, the water being raised here. So this water has got some potential energy at this reservoir. So same thing follows for this rock, it has some potential energy at some height, and this is a spring that is being compressed by someone, so it has some elastic potential energy. So expression of potential energy, W is equal to m into S. First, gravitational force F is equal to mg, so if it is the body is raised to height h, so this potential energy is mgh, so this is the gravitational potential energy. Now let me consider the elastic potential energy. Just consider this is a spring, this initial length is fixed, say L, so it may be compressed or stretched by applying some force. So when a spring is compressed or stretched, so because of elastic property, a restoring force develops inside the body. See, and this is proportional to proportional and opposite to the displacement. F is equal to minus K, so K is a spring constant. Now to stretch or compress, we have to apply a force, so that is F prime is equal to minus F, so that is equal to Kx. Now to find out the elastic potential energy, we have to integrate over this Kx dx over 0 to x, and ultimately we are getting with W is equal to half Kx squared. So that is the explanation or the expression of the elastic potential energy. So we have covered energy and work in detail. So let me consider a few questions and numericals. Is work a vector or scalar? Explain. I have already mentioned work is a scalar quantity as it is a dot product of two vectors. Write down the SI unit of energy. Its unit energy is joule. Expression of kinetic energy I have already done. And next numerical problems, a man weighing 70 kgs carries a 30 kg box to the top of a building of 20 meter high. calculate the work done by the man. So here you consider the potential energy, that is the gravitational potential energy, expression is mgh. You have to consider total mass 70 kg and 30 kg. So then you calculate W is equal to mgh. So you take G equal to 9.8 meter per second squared. So that's all for today. Thank you.